Hello, gem hunter. Did you know that you can find gems in rivers? That's right, especially if you live near a place with running water, be it a stream or a waterfall. So if you like to hike in nature, you should know that in these places there are gravel pits full of very rare gems, which means that if you do what I'm going to show you in today's video, you'll be able to find gems in your area if there are any waiting to be discovered. And as hard as it is to find gems, you should know that in terms of odds, it's easier to find a precious stone in nature than it is to win the lottery. So keep your eyes open, because after watching this video, every river will be a new opportunity to find fortune in the form of gems. When you hear about river prospecting, the first image that may come to mind is that of prospectors in a river, bent over, patiently sifting through gravel and sand, looking for something valuable. If you've ever seen scenes like these, you know that they reflect a real and ancient practice when it comes to searching for precious stones and metals in rivers. But what you may not know is that these treasures, such as diamonds, rubies, and even gold, can be found in almost any river. But how do you know if there are gems in the river? Well, the only way to find out for sure is to look right into the river. That's why this video is important, because it serves as a step-by-step guide to discovering gems in any river in your area, even those that have dried up. Gemstones in nature have a rough, irregular texture, and in the case of softer gems like topaz and agate, these minerals have a rounded, almost polished shape, especially if you're looking for gemstones in rivers or waterfalls. Later on, I'll also tell you where to find each type of gemstone, so you'll know once and for all if that colored pebble you found is a real gem or just an ordinary quartz crystal. What's more, most of the gemstones you can easily find in nature are covered with dirt or embedded in other common minerals, which means that when you look on the outside, you may see just an ordinary stone, but on the inside there may be a beautiful ruby hidden away, just waiting for attentive eyes to find it. That's why many lay people end up missing out on a great opportunity to find a valuable gem because they think it's just an ordinary stone. The first thing you need to know before we talk about the gems themselves is to understand the geological process that brings these gems to the riverbed. Most gemstones, such as diamonds, are formed in the bowels of the earth, in the midst of magma, at unimaginable depths, under extremely high pressure and temperatures. Over millions of years, however, geological processes such as volcanic eruptions, erosion, and the shifting of tectonic plates bring these stones to the surface. As this lava cools, the flow of water, whether from torrential rains or rivers, along with erosion, plays a crucial role in transporting these gems, carrying thousands of gemstones from their origins to the riverbeds. Many of the stones carried along the rivers tend to have a polished appearance due to the constant friction and impact with other rocks in the riverbed. Over time, this natural process produces stones with rounded shapes and smooth surfaces, making them easy to identify for gemstone seekers. This aspect is known as rolled pebbles and is common among stones found in rivers. Quartz is undoubtedly the most common type of crystal found in rivers around the world. They come in a wide variety of colors and shapes, and often contain inclusions that reduce their commercial value. However, among the common quartzes, there are those that have gem quality and can be cut to create beautiful, valuable jewelry. Among the types of quartz you can find in rivers are crystalline quartz, transparent and sometimes mistaken by the uninitiated for glass or diamonds. This type of quartz can be valuable depending on its purity. Smoky quartz. It has a grayish or dark brown color. Purple quartz. With a soft, consistent color, it is highly prized for decorative pieces and jewelry, better known as amethyst. Blue quartz. The rarest of all with slightly bluish tones. Green quartz. Also rare and can be confused with other rare stones of similar color. Dendritic quartz. Characterized by internal patterns that resemble tree branches. Hematite quartz, with a reddish hue due to the presence of iron oxides. These types of quartz can be mistaken for common stones by those who are not accustomed to searching for gemstones. So when exploring a river, Keep your eyes open and don't be fooled by the simplicity of a worn stone. Depending on their clarity and size, some of these stones can be sold for reasonable prices. For example, a kilo of carnelian agate, a red variety of quartz, can be worth up to $20, and when cut, these stones can increase in value even more. Next are topazes, rare but possible to find. Although less common than quartz, topazes can also be found in rivers. They usually appear as transparent stones with light shades of blue or yellow. With wear and tear, they can resemble quartz, but there are a few ways to tell the difference. One important clue is that topaz is significantly heavier than quartz due to its greater density. In addition, topaz is harder and cannot be scratched like quartz. If you find a stone that you think is topaz but are not sure, try comparing it to a quartz of similar size. If the weight is greater, you are probably holding a topaz. To confirm this, you can perform a simple relative density test using a precision balance in water. In terms of value, rough topazes can range from $20 to $200 per kilo, depending on quality and color. Blue topazes in particular are highly prized and can be cut into jewelry, further increasing their market value. Garnets, stones of intense color. Garnets are another gemstone found in rivers. Although garnets come in a variety of colors, the most common is red, known as Cape Ruby. Don't confuse it with real ruby though, as garnet is a completely different stone. When rolled down rivers, garnets can take on an almost spherical shape due to their dodecahedral crystal structure. Garnets are heavy for their size, which makes them easy to identify. If you find a red or reddish-brown stone that weighs more than expected, you may have found a garnet. These stones are valued by their color and translucency. A high-quality cut garnet can fetch prices in excess of $50 per gram. Sapphires and rubies. Among the most valuable gemstones found in rivers are sapphires and rubies, both of which are derived from the mineral corundum. The difference between the two stones lies in their color. Rubies are red, while any other color of corundum is classified as a sapphire. These stones are incredibly hard, second only to diamonds on the Mohs scale. Sapphires and rubies can be found in rivers, especially in areas where ancient mountains have eroded over time. However, even stones of lower quality can be worth thousands of dollars per kilo, while those of higher quality can be worth up to $100,000 per gram. Diamonds. Of all the gems found in rivers, the diamond is undoubtedly the most coveted. Formed in the depths of the earth under extreme conditions of heat and pressure, the diamond is composed of pure carbon crystallized in a unique way. Its unparalleled brilliance and hardness have made it a universal symbol of wealth and power. Diamonds are brought to the surface by volcanic eruptions and are found primarily in rocks called kimberlites. Over millions of years, the process of erosion can carry fragments of diamond-bearing kimberlite to riverbeds. From there, the current can carry the diamonds for miles, even depositing them on the beaches where the rivers flow. Finding a diamond in a river is rare but not impossible. Experienced prospectors can spend days removing gravel and sifting riverbanks before finding a single stone. However, there are cases of people accidentally finding small diamonds while exploring riverbanks or engaging in recreational activities on rivers with a history of mining. The key to identifying a rough diamond lies in its physical characteristics. Unlike other gemstones, a diamond has a unique luster, and its surface is extremely hard and can scratch any material except another diamond. If you think you found a diamond, there are some practical tests you can perform. For example, rub the stone against ordinary glass. If the stone scratches the glass without being damaged, this could be a sign that you have a diamond on your hands. In addition, superior brilliance and considerable weight compared to other stones can be other indicators. The value of a diamond varies dramatically depending on its size, color, and purity. A small, rough diamond can be sold for up to $1,000, while larger, high-quality stones can fetch millions of dollars. If you find a diamond and want to be sure of its authenticity, the best thing to do is to go to a gemologist who can examine the stone with the proper equipment. Amethysts and other varieties of quartz. In addition to the common quartzes we've already mentioned, There is a very special variety that can also be found in rivers: amethyst. Amethyst is one of the most valuable stones in the quartz family and is easily recognized by its beautiful purple color, which can vary from a pale shade to a deep purple. Amethyst is formed in volcanic cavities called geodes, and in some cases, fragments of these geodes can be carried by rivers. Like other quartzes, amethyst that has been washed down a river has a smoother, rounder appearance and can be mistaken for an ordinary stone if not examined carefully, but its characteristic color makes it easy to identify. In its raw state, an amethyst may be less vivid than after it has been cut, but it still attracts attention because of its unique tone. A good quality amethyst can be worth about $20 to $50 per kilogram, and if it is cut, its value increases considerably, especially if the stone has a vivid color and no visible inclusions. In the case of river agates, water and friction wear away the surface of the stones, leaving them smooth and rounded, but their vivid colors can catch the eye of passers-by. Carnelian agate, with its red-orange color, is one of the most popular. These stones are formed when silica-rich minerals are deposited in cavities in volcanic or sedimentary rock, slowly filling the space and forming colored layers. Although many agates don't have a high commercial value, they are widely used in jewelry and decorative pieces because of their unique beauty. Larger, well-formed stones can be worth more, especially when used in handcrafted pieces. Cut agate can be transformed into necklaces, bracelets, rings, and other jewelry, transforming a simple stone into a piece of considerable value. Another interesting type of stone found in rivers is petrified wood, which is formed when old trees are buried by sediment and, over millions of years, the organic materials in the wood are replaced by minerals such as silica that preserve its original structure. The result is a stone replica of the original wood, often with surprising details such as growth rings and bark textures. Petrified wood can be found in rivers that flow through areas where ancient forests have been buried. The pieces found in rivers are often smaller due to erosion and water transport, but they are still highly prized by collectors and geologists. Aventurine is another gemstone found in rivers, usually in the form of rolled fragments. This stone is a type of quartz that contains small inclusions of minerals, such as mica or hematite, which create a sparkling effect known as aventurescence. Aventurine can come in a variety of colors, including green, blue, and brown, with green being the most common and prized. Valued for its distinctive sparkle, aventurine is often used to make jewelry, amulets, and decorative objects. Although it is not as valuable as stones such as diamonds or rubies, its natural beauty makes it very popular with artisans and jewelers, and cutting aventurines can further enhance their brilliance, increasing their market value. But before we go any further, remember that searching for gems in riverbeds is a practice that goes beyond luck or the money you can make from these gems. It not only keeps you in touch with nature, but it can also be an excellent therapy for relieving everyday stress. So exploring the characteristics of each mineral, understanding its signs in nature, and honing your skills over time can be life-changing and, if you look in the right places, potentially lucrative. Therefore, having access to informative materials, such as our Gemology for Beginners ebook, is fundamental to deepening your understanding of the world of gems and minerals. And if you prefer, check out the other videos in our channel, where you can learn practical tips you can apply to your own adventures to maximize your chances of success. So now that you've understood what gemstones look like in their rough state, the second thing you need to do is identify them by color, because each mineral has its own color palette, which is directly related to the formation process of these gems. For example, if you find a red garnet and a ruby, the easiest way to tell the difference between the two stones is by their color. The ruby will have a more pinkish red, and the garnet will have a more earthy red towards brown. Another important tip is to learn how to identify gemstones by specific colors. So let's say you have found a lot of green-colored gemstones in your area. In this case, all you need to do is search for photos, videos, and characteristics such as texture of these green-colored gemstones to make it easier to identify them. Many stones that we find in nature have value, whether in the United States, Canada, the Philippines, or Australia, but people often ignore them due to a lack of knowledge. I'm not saying that all stones found in nature are extremely valuable, because the more expensive a gem is, the harder it is to find in nature. But most gemstones found in nature are of reasonable value and can compensate for these differences by being found in large quantities in the same region, such as black tourmaline. To simplify things, let's focus on the green-colored gems that you can actually find in nature, but you can apply this to other colored gems as well. Let's say you are walking along a river full of pebbles, or in a place with gravel and minerals of different colors. If you come across a green opaque stone without much transparency, you could be looking at a green jasper. These dark green homogeneous stones are called green jaspers. They are highly prized, and green jasper is one of the rarest and most valuable types of jasper. Like other green stones, its rarity gives it added value, especially when it is pure in color and not mixed with other colors. Green jasper is classified as a semi-precious stone, and its market value can vary widely depending on how it is cut and how it is used in jewelry. When found in its raw state, green jasper generally has a rounded shape, the result of wear caused by friction with other rocks or the action of running water over time. Its uniform color, which can vary from olive to mossy green, is striking even without the translucency characteristic of other gemstones. This stone is known for its dense and hard appearance, making it a popular choice for cutting as well as creating ornaments and decorative pieces. In its raw state, green jasper can sell for between $20 and $30 per kilo, depending on the quality and intensity of the color. When cut, however, prices can rise considerably, especially for stones that have been polished and cut into idealized shapes. These stones can start at $4 per gem, but the value can rise even higher in jewelry, where fine, well-crafted pieces can sell for around $30 or more. It's also important to look for variations within the green jasper itself. If the stone has red spots or stripes, this indicates that it is blood jasper or heliotrope, a variation of jasper that is even rarer and more prized on the international market. In this case, a single stone can be worth up to 5 times more than ordinary green jasper and fetch significantly higher prices. Another type of stone that can be found when exploring riverbeds is green quartz, also known as green quartzite. These stones usually have a lighter shade of green, often accompanied by a slight translucency that sets them apart. Although green quartz is more fragile than jasper, making it more prone to breakage, it is found in considerable sizes, making it very popular for cutting and ornamentation. When the color is more vivid and the cut is more refined, green quartz can command higher prices. In general, green quartz is affordable, with prices ranging from $8 to $30 per kilo, depending on the quality and size of the stones. Despite being relatively inexpensive stones, both green jasper and green quartz can be indicators of the presence of rich mineral deposits. The discovery of a quartz or green jasper deposit, if done in an organized manner and on a large scale, can result in significant profits. There are reports of people who have found deposits so large that they have earned more than $1 million from the sale of the rough stones alone. Continuing the exploration of stones from the quartz family, green chalcedony deserves a mention. Known for its fine texture and variety of colors, green chalcedony is prized for its beauty and versatility. Unlike artificially dyed agates, which are often marketed as green stones, genuine green chalcedony displays a rich and vibrant natural color. These stones are often found in regions with a high concentration of copper, which contributes to their unique hues. The market value of green chalcedony can be quite high, especially for translucent, high-purity specimens. Prices can range from $16 to $1,000 per kilo, depending on the transparency, color, and overall quality of the gem. Within the green chalcedony category, chrysoprase stands out, a lighter variety with apple-green hues. Chrysoprase is also popular and in high demand, and is often used in high-end jewelry. On the market, these stones can reach considerable values, depending on the quality and rarity of the specimen found. In fact, The beauty and exclusivity of chrysoprase make it a coveted item for collectors and gem enthusiasts, increasing its value and status in the jewelry world. It's important to note that if you venture out into nature in search of gemstones, you're unlikely to find an emerald in a river or waterfall. Emeralds are gems formed at specific depths in the Earth's crust, usually associated with specific geological environments such as quartzite veins and metamorphic rocks. The process of extracting these gems is complex and requires specialized techniques, as they are found in deeper layers and are often protected by hard rock. However, there are signs that may indicate the presence of emeralds in certain areas. When exploring, look for certain types of rock, such as shale, which has a grayish-black color and shiny appearance. These characteristics may indicate that the area contains emeralds at greater depths. In addition, the presence of minerals such as mica and malachite is common in regions with potential emerald deposits, as these minerals are often found in association with emerald deposits. Identifying these elements can increase your chances of discovering an emerald deposit and make the search more exciting and informed. Green tourmaline is another highly prized gemstone known for its beauty and variety of colors. Although it is not as common to find green tourmalines in their raw state in riverbeds, their mining follows similar principles to emeralds. To find green tourmalines, it is crucial to observe your surroundings and pay attention to geological clues. The presence of mica and white quartz, especially when associated with black specks, can indicate the proximity of tourmaline deposits. Interestingly, many black tourmalines that we find are actually ancient tourmalines of other colors that have darkened due to prolonged exposure to sunlight. Beneath these layers of black tourmaline may be tourmaline of other colors, including the highly prized green tourmaline. This type of tourmaline is sought after not only for its aesthetics, but also for its value on the international market. High-quality tourmalines, especially the famous Paraiba tourmaline, which has a vivid and unique color, can fetch exorbitant prices, making them real treasures for collectors and jewelers. Another green mineral worth mentioning is amazonite, a gemstone characterized by its bluish-green hue, often adorned with whitish flecks that give it a unique and attractive appearance. Although its name refers to the Amazon River, amazonite is found in various regions rich in volcanic rocks. It is valued not only for its beauty, but also for its versatility in ornamental and jewelry applications. The price of amazonite can vary widely, usually between $20 and $200 per kilo, depending on the purity, color, and aesthetic characteristics of the stone. The highest quality amazonite, with more intense hues and fewer imperfections, tends to be more valuable on the market. In addition, the growing demand for natural and unique stones has made amazonite a popular choice for those who seek not only beauty, but also a special meaning in their jewelry. Aquamarine is one of the most well-known and sought-after stones for its beauty and color. It is characterized by its soft shades of blue or bluish-green, reminiscent of the serenity of ocean waters. In its raw state, the stone may look ordinary, but when cut, it reveals a transparency that enhances its color. This coloration is caused by the presence of iron in its composition, and the more intense the blue, the higher the value of the stone. In terms of hardness, aquamarine ranges between 7.5 and 8 on the Mohs scale, making it relatively resistant to scratching, which is important for its use in jewelry. Even in its rough state, it can be found for prices that vary according to quality and size and can reach considerable figures. In the United States, high-quality aquamarines can fetch over $500 per carat, while a kilo of rough aquamarine can be worth between $200 and $10,000, depending on the purity and intensity of the color. Green diamonds, on the other hand, are extremely rare stones, and their color is not as vivid as the other green stones mentioned, such as emerald or tourmaline. The green color in a diamond is usually pale with a grayish or greenish tint. This hue is the result of exposure to natural radiation over millions of years, making green diamonds truly unique. Although it is possible to find diamonds of various colors, green diamonds are extremely rare and therefore highly valued on the market. If you are lucky enough to find a green diamond, even a small one, know that it could change your life. A single stone of good quality can be worth over just 20,000 per carat. For larger diamonds or diamonds of exceptional purity, the price can reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, finding a green diamond in its natural state is extremely rare, making the search for these gems a challenge for gem hunters and professional geologists alike. Searching for gemstones in rivers is a real adventure, but it doesn't require just luck. With patience, dedication, and knowledge, you can begin to identify a wide variety of precious gems. Each river holds unique and precious secrets, waiting to be revealed to those with a keen eye and a desire to learn. Exploring the characteristics of each mineral, understanding its signs in nature, and honing your skills over time can make this journey not only fascinating, but potentially very lucrative. And of course, having access to informative materials such as our Gemology for Beginners ebook can be the key to furthering your understanding of the world of gems and minerals. In addition, our videos delve deeper into the subject with practical tips you can apply to your own adventures. Have you ever found something interesting in a river or waterfall? Keep watching and exploring, because with each new piece of information, you'll be better prepared to discover something incredible. Who knows, maybe your next adventure will lead you to one of these rare and precious stones. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Good luck, Gem Hunter.